Does anybody even really know what Curate is?
We are live, Curate Conference.
I think that when women are doing great things, we often only know them for the work that they are doing.
Research shows that women in particular benefit from collaboration over competition.
We don't dig deep to know their stories, their whys, and what really makes them uniquely themselves.
You can do anything that you put your mind to. It does not come easy. You do have to work really hard at it.
Really think that we're missing out on value of meeting other people if we're excluding them and not having conversations with them that matter.
It is common for people to hear diversity and to think race, but the reality is that diversity is so much deeper than race alone. What you had access to, I also deserve.
We're always judging other people and saying they didn't do it right and they should do this, but I find myself really taking those self-analysis and making sure that I'm in check.
What do you do when it appears as though we're DEI and we're operating all the things, but we're constantly sweeping it under the rug?
These folks were excluded with no dot, okay? And you guys nobody told you to group by color. You just decided to group by color, right? And when somebody said, hey girl, don't you be on the outside. Somebody said, hey, you're with us. Somebody said, certainly I should be at the table. And you said, well, I ain't gonna worry about it. They just gonna miss out on the good thing, right?
Something ignites on the inside of you when you know that it's hard, she struggled, but we're not stopping on the way up.
We think about even your physical ability and accessibility is a form of diversity. Your personality type is a form of diversity.
How are you using your sphere of influence and your empowerment to lift other women up?
Human-centered leadership is what is most important, right? We must lead from a position of humanity because of the way that they have figured out how to make people feel. And that's what diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace is.
I curate these spaces so that I can then put all of those women in the same room. And you guys can meet perfect strangers, and you can share your own stories, and you don't need a big platform. You don't need any audience to truly get what you need from other women to be inspired.
Victoria, thank you for following your heart and producing such an incredible event for women.
You just never know when you're in a space where somebody's like, hey girl, come over here. Like, you belong, don't worry.
The Curate logo is an asterisk, and it's for clarity. It's that anytime you come into a space like this, you may not know before you walk in what you want to do, but then you're going to leave completely unconfused.